Welcome to World Energy Television. I'm Richard Loomis, CEO of World Energy. And today on Reality Check, we're going to talk about the reality we find ourselves in. As we head into the end of the year, all of us are focused on what will 2011 look like. We're headed to the polls. We know the election will change the environment we're in. But what is our environment? Today, the world is using 80 million barrels of oil. This hasn't changed for the last 3 years. Even during the recession, the lowest we got was 78, 79 million barrels of oil. Today, we're dealing with domestic production on the decline. We shut down our Gulf of Mexico because of the BP spill. Yes, we ended the moratorium. No, we haven't started drilling. This morning, I found out that we've only issued 13 permits. 13 in shallow water. We have not begun deep water again. Even if we don't go deep, we need to go shallow. Prior to the spill, we had 13 to 14 permits a month being issued. What does this mean? It means that we're headed into an artificial decline. Look at Alaska. We have not had a spill from a well in Alaska, not in the water. We've had some on shore. But again, we've been able to handle those because Alaska is a different environment than the Gulf of Mexico. We are not in 5,000 feet of water. Deep water in Alaska is 150 feet to 300 feet. Definitely an area we can handle. And the BOP is on the platform, so should it not work, we can fix it. However, we've shut down offshore drilling in Alaska. What does this mean? The National Geologic Society just came out and said we're down 90% as far as our reserves in Alaska. Why? It's because we're not exploring. We're not drilling. This is creating a decline. It's going to come back and get us. This morning when I filled up my car, I was at $2.80. Obviously, this hasn't hit the pump yet, which is why we're not focused on it. But as we go into the end of the year, the reality hasn't changed. Something's got to give. Now let's suppose that the House goes to the Republicans and we get more seats in the Senate, and President Obama has to work with us. Or does he? He currently uses the Department of the Interior to set policy for the industry. And the policy is, we're not going to drill. Currently, the EPA is out looking at what regulations they will put in place on carbon, on pollution, that will again limit our ability to drill. There are some realities that President Obama can't change. We have 240 million automobiles running in the United States. Those cars run on gasoline, which is made from oil. Even if we do bring out the Chevy Volt and the Nissan Leaf, those cars can't replace 240 million automobiles. So if we don't find a way to provide the fuel for those vehicles cost effectively, the price is going to go through the roof. Not much we can do about it. It's reality. Let's talk about power for a moment. Currently, 50% of our power comes from coal. We're about to regulate CO2. What's that going to do to the coal price? It's going to cause it to go up. What does that mean for the consumer? 50% of the power out there is going to get more expensive. Let's talk about natural gas. 20% of our power comes from natural gas. It's the only resource in the United States that is actually increasing. Do we have a policy that will let us use more of it? The answer is no. In fact, we're trying to limit our use of natural gas. This is why we're so interested in fracking at the moment and how that's getting into the water supply. Again, what we're dealing with are policies that will limit our energy supply and cause it to get more expensive. You've got to ask yourself why. Could it be that we're trying to get to an $8 natural gas price in parity with wind or with solar? These are not good policies for the United States. Without energy, our economy cannot grow. So as we enter 2011, let's look at these policies and see what we're really doing. Let's not just take it for granted that we elected the Republicans and now everything's okay. We need to watch the EPA. We need to watch the Department of Energy. We need to watch the Department of the Interior. We need to keep our eye on the ball. And that's the reality we find ourselves. I'm Richard Loomis for World Energy Television, and thank you very much for watching.